Hi, I'm Melpomene, and today I will be hosting the Zelda Universe Mailbag. The first question comes from Mr. Jazzadazza, who asks, what do you think will be incorporated into Zelda 3DS, and would you like to see Tingle make a comeback? No, I don't want Tingle to come back. No, just no. But, what do I think will be incorporated? 3D effects, obviously. Some sort of, when the boss dies, some sort of cinematic to jump out at you as it dies, maybe when it first appears. The opening and ending sequences. Maybe some sort of items that somehow use that feature. Apart from that, I think it's going to be a typical, like, DS game. The next question comes from Mario Lover 881. Do you think Zelda should make bosses with 2 or more phases? Yes, definitely. In Twilight Princess and the Arbiter's Grounds, I really enjoyed the 2 phases of the boss being stuck in the sand, you having to roll into him, and then he like flies around with black magic, and you've got to, you really change up how you use the spinner. And I think that's a very good idea to use in other bosses, especially the end boss. Perhaps change up what weapon you've got to hit him with. Just change it up really. So yes, I do think they should have 2 or more even phases. But not too long though. Keep it kind of short but difficult at the same time. The next question comes from King Dodongo 1, and he asks, do you think Nintendo will ever make another 3D Zelda game featuring a non-cel shaded young Link? Also, would you enjoy it? As far as a non-cel shaded young Link, I think I don't really care about non-cel shaded or cel shaded Link, because Wind Waker is my favourite game, so I don't have any prejudice against the different art styles. As far as them not using cel shaded Link, it seems to be that they are using more of a cel shaded Link for the original DS games, now 3DS. I think the 3D style might work a bit better with a non-cel shaded Link, but I'm not really sure. See, we haven't got one yet. They probably will. They seem to be using that art style for DS's, and then more Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword style for the console versions. Well, I'd love to see Majora's Mask redone on the 3DS though. So if they do that, then yes, they will have a game with a non-cel shaded Link on there. Not a new game though, but the question isn't asked if it's new or not, so I'd say yes. Would I enjoy it? Of course. I'd buy it, I'd enjoy it, it's a Zelda game. The next question comes from Dan, and he asks, do you guys think that Legend of Zelda will ever cross with another series and have a common villain thing? If so, do you think it will turn into enabling you to control Link and Character 2? Example, Link and Mega Man, and why? No, I don't think they would ever do that. It seems kind of gimmicky. And I mean, it's already kind of gimmicky with the Wiimote and Motion Plus. I don't think they need to have another character to come in. I don't think that would be a good idea on their part. I don't think it would be wise, because I don't think fans would enjoy that quite as much as just a normal Zelda game. However, if it's a spin-off game, then sure, they could do that. I mean, they've had Link in Super Smash Brothers, so it's not like it's just out of the question. I think if they mean an actual Zelda game, no. But if they mean a spin-off, then of course that could happen. If I wanted it to be with any other characters, all my favourite characters are really from a different console, so I don't really have any spin-offs with another group of characters that I really want. The final question comes from XX Art Matters XX, and they ask, when and how did you personally get into Zelda games? It would have been around the late 90s when I was about 6 or 7 or 8. probably around the time Ocarina of Time first came out on the Nintendo 64. Before that I had not played a Zelda game at all. I was a bit young to even figure out how to do the first boss, because I don't like spiders, they're evil and mean and nasty. So I had a bit of trouble, but it was still a fun game. The bottom of the well as a kid, just no, that's evil. But yeah, that was my first Zelda game. And then I went on to Majora's Mask because I liked the first one. I didn't like that as much. But yeah, that's how I got into Zelda games. And that's it for this week's Zelda Universe Mailbag. So please leave your questions in the comments below. And next week will be hosted by Penny. And that's it. So